So that should be live now.
I desperately need to upgrade.
And if everything's good, that should be a really smooth stream. And my audio should be fine.
Yeah, your audio is great.
Yeah. Maybe increase the game audio just a smidge.
My audio was shit last night.
I mean,
Hopefully it'll be a little better tonight or tomorrow night.
that's
Night,
what.
actually.
That's why I was like, yeah, game sound down, your audio up.
Yeah, yeah. It's where I have my mic too. I had it kind of.
I'm just running on a headset.
Yeah, it's interesting. I messed around with the. I have like a cheap $35 headset that I
Oh
was
yeah, okay.
playing around. The sound was shit, so I decided to break out the.
Okay.
What's it called? Blue something.
Blue Yeti.
That's it. Yeah, I have two. I have a really good one in the office.
Cool.
I had the Blue Yeti for the day job. So
I think you might be getting recorded into this stream, by the way.
oh, that's okay.
Because I'm pretty sure it's going to pick up on my Discord because it's done that every time I did it on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you can see the stream, you can totally. I'll give you a quick tour of the place.
See, wait. Where are we? Oh, that is so much better quality. Wait,
Mm.
is that the right one? Oh,
The
it
one
says
where I'm
stream.
standing at the gate.
Go. Wait, are you not streaming? Hold on.
I should be.
Oh, there it is. That was weird. It didn't put it under your lives. It put it on the front page.
Okay.
You're right.
Good old.
But yeah, I can hear myself.
Alright, cool.
The one where I'm standing at the gate.
There we go. You can definitely hear me now. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're a little bit delayed with what I'm saying in Discord versus what you're seeing. But
Yeah.
here's the gate at nighttime and raining. I was recently attacked by raiders.
Okay.
Their bodies are littered out here.
Nice.
A whole
Yeah,
bunch
I
of
had
them.
a big rated attack too.
Ah, yeah, you might need to mute me.
Yeah. So can you hear how far?
Yeah,
You're here.
I can hear the
I'm
delay
hearing
now.
myself in your stream, and you're hearing me hearing you.
Yep. So you might need to mute
Yeah. There we go.
the stream. Alright, cool. Alright, so we've got the gate. This is all done with the cage bits.
So well done.
And then I just made this garage door a bit bigger to fit in.
Oh, nice.
So it completely seals down. Then the whole wall you've got stairs like this systematically around it so you can get up here as the player. The NPCs won't come up here. This is not path, not nav, they won't come up. What I've got to do in this level is I've got to put the little spaces and the fences along.
Cool.
So that's one of my communication towers. Well, the comms tower. We've
Very
got
cool.
the nuclear power plant. Then inside here is where they're all standing. This electronics place, like they really love it. Crazy.
So did you put a bunch of little ones in there? Is that what you did? The glowy thingies?
The glowy thing. Oh, inside the comms tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put in one, made it as large as I could. Then I put in another one a little bit smaller. Then I put in another one a little bit smaller. They're all maxed out, and then I just kind of make them a bit smaller as they go further up the tower, so they don't come
That's
outside.
brilliant. Yeah, it's funny because I saw that in one of your screenshots, and I was like, where did he find that? Because I used one of those.
Magic.
Just sort of randomly, one of the glowy thingies. I don't know what those are called, but I used one of those.
I
near
smash
my
stuff together.
tower, but
I smash
it
stuff.
wasn't it.
I smash stuff together all the time.
Yeah, I did too, but I hadn't thought of that. That was genius. When I saw that, I was like, wow, super smart.
And then you've got the extendable tower is what it is, and then the really really tall one that's at the castles at the top, and I've kind of slid it down inside, so then you've got more of the dishes coming out the top.
Nice.
Mm. And then if I run up on top of the power station, it's all connected through piping into the inside.
Cool.
Yeah. Now inside, this is kind of like HQ, but it's level one, so they've moved the stuff, but they haven't unpacked it yet. So you've got electronics in here because it's sensor like, ooh, we got to pull this apart and figure out how it works. And then it's an interesting plot. This one, it's a sanitation one by what's their name?
What's a sanitation plant, huh?
Yeah, it's a sanitation plot called Handwash. And I was like, okay, considering they need to have clean
Oh,
hands to deal
right.
with that. Yeah,
I love
it
it.
puts the
I love
person who's assigned to it in a hazmat suit. I thought that was pretty neat. And then in here, I've just put in consoles. I haven't fixed up the walls yet. Then there'll be
the torn apart synth in the other room.
yeah,
That's cool.
that's the point. Yeah.
It goes well with FSD.
Hmm. That plot has I I pulled it apart to have a look at it. It has like 12 animation markers. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
So then upstairs you've got this is the eyes and ears of the operation, and right in front of the city planner's desk.
Cool.
Yeah, those screens are really big, but you kind of sit here.
Nice.
Let me just get out of that screen. I shouldn't have done that. Then you got the com station behind it.
Where are those in work? I was trying to find those myself.
Those screens, they're underneath the big screens there, which I've made bigger. They are underneath Institute. So you go to WRK, you go to Faction, you go to Institute, and then you look for it through there.
Institute.
Yeah,
I looked everywhere for those.
yeah,
Because I
that.
had a whole, like, you haven't seen mine yet, but I had a whole, like, master plan for, like, just as, like, a secret comms room for the
Mm.
player apartment.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. So then we go back outside. About the bed situation, yeah, because people keep rocking up because the com station's online. They're whinging about the yeah. So we've got one garden here. I used I'm only using farms by owner. Sorry, by Ruin World. The good value ones, which are all out of the ground and have like the cinder blocks.
Yeah, I love those.
Mm. And then we've got a medical station just here because the place actually doesn't have a doctor. It just has med bays. Like
Nice.
it has yeah, a little bit of. I'm somewhat cheating. All right, I wouldn't say cheating. Inside the build. Oh God, what are you doing? Oh, I know what's going on here. Let me just quickly, because we were attacked, they picked up the power armor and tried to make off with it. Get back. So, what I'm in right now is effectively just a shell of this building over here. This is a plot. This is a 3x3 recreational plot by Serlark called Mess Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done is I've then gone into build and I have then cloned just this part. Just the actual building itself. It comes with the pool table and the fridges at the back and one little shelf. Right? So I cloned that and then made my own custom armor store or weapon store, which has 3 suits of power armor in their frames. Um, though appears that the NPCs have had their ways with them. that's just something I did there. Then turned here, added.
How are they pathing in there? Oh,
Alright, so what I've done is under the ground, under the under this building, I'll pick it up. I've just put flooring and then nav mesh markers so they'll use it, so they'll path inside that building where I want them to.
cool.
So with Choo Choo saying that the store was fixed, I was like, well, I'm gonna create my own little brotherhood vendor. So there we go. So I did that, and then on top of Praz 2x2, which is the vending machine, you've got that cloth roof, which I did the same thing, and I'm probably going to do it again for another where I store things. So we've got 2 suits of power armor and barrels and some crates, but they're all undercover. So this here, I'll quickly just highlight it. That's completely like cloned from a plot, but because the plot's being used,
Love the plot, so I recognize that.
yeah, I take it and then I make sure my keys. So I go mod config, workshop plus, hotkeys, clone, make it Y or something that you're not going to use. Then I go back in the build, click on it, and now I've got another one. And I walk away with it. And I do something else with it. This is what you can't do in Masters. You're not allowed to do what I just did. No.
You can't clone in Masters?
You can't clone in Masters. You have to make it all scratch built. But in City Plans, you can clone.
Oh, I don't know if I should do Masters then.
Masters is just, yeah, you can't clone. You have to.
I clone so much. That's
Yes,
like
because
my way of eating.
when you clone, it doesn't add to the build count. It also means you can steal stuff from plots.
Yeah.
Which, because when I do that, it becomes a hard requirement. Right? So that plot has to be. It's not a maybe it will work without it. It will not work without it now. Like, it becomes a hard fixed one. Same thing with Sherlock's plots. You must have it, or otherwise this is completely invisible. It disappears. Because the assets for it are part of that city plan. Not the city plan. The add-on. So if you don't have the add-on, you don't have the item, which means the item doesn't exist. So there's that. Ooh, something that. See how this house is kind of metaled up?
I'm not there yet. I'm on the delay.
Oh yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly metaling up all the houses. Yeah. So inside, I've tried to keep as much of the cooking and kitchens as you can. So downstairs we've just got a nice little recreational area. An internal plot. I know his name. But yes.
I didn't mess with the insides of the houses too much. Just upstairs. I almost left.
And then upstairs we've just got bedrooms. It's pretty much just bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
With little this one's got an area where they're working on a Gatling gun. We've just got bits of the wall become replaced because of the metal. Every house is different, actually.
Very cool.
So this one, the kitchen's in the corner, so I gave them a nice. And here we've got 2 internals. These garages fit 2 internals. One here, and then one here. As long as you don't have anything overlapping this corner, absolutely they'll fit. You could totally fit an internal in a 1x1, and there'd be no problems because they'll walk right past here. So we go upstairs again, and it's just
Just now caught up.
bunks.
Just now in the garage is beautiful.
Oh yeah. So you'll see the 2 plots. So you've got
Yeah.
the eternal power armor plot, which is perfect for this build, and then you've got an eternal industrial plot, which is a really good one. It's a machine disassembler, so machining parts. Little kitchen on this one. Open window. Upstairs is just two sets of bunks by Pra. Not much going on in this house.
I love the idea of sort of boarding up the houses with metal.
Mm-hmm. Completely metal roofs. Every house has its own little comm state. As the houses level up, they'll all have their own little radio and comm station. So realistically, it's kind of like if you attack here, you have to wipe out every house at the same time as all the security, so no one gets an alert off to the Pridwin to then bring in reinforcements. You effectively have to hit here with an EMP, or otherwise someone's gonna know and bring reinforcements.
I love how you have all your settlers dressed and everything.
Yeah. All the ones which are assigned to jobs are all dressed, walking around. I've got a couple of different. Oh yeah, so here's all their bathrooms. They're in little outhouses, and then they've got a shower next to it.
Nice.
It's yeah. I as of this level, I added like a concrete skirt on the on the outside of the vertibird pads, so you can't. It looks a little bit more uniform, and a lot more security gets added at this level. Oh, what else? What else would be cool?
Level 2 or
No, this is level 1.
yeah.
There's a lot
What is
of
it? What are you gonna look like?
level 3. So see how I've got the lights up on. Oh yeah, it's probably a little touch you didn't notice. Every one of these poles, except for the one right near the gate, has two searchlights. Two little searchlights on it. So you constantly got light being produced, and they're kind of just hidden up there. Outside on the wall, every one of these metal posts will have one. So the whole outside of the base, that's a maybe, because that's like 50 of them. That's 50 animated animators. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that to myself. Um, no, pretty much I'll just, if I don't do that, I'll go and I'll like add trash around the walls on the outside. So the wall's been here for a while and stuff's just blown against it. So I kind of started briefly what I meant. So down here you've got, see how this is all built up against it.
Wait, I'm not there yet.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah. So the gravel and the rubbish just made nice and big, and then I'll just add bits and pieces of trash. Right around the whole outside of the wall. That would probably be what I'm going to do at level 2. While I keep building the inside of the settlement to look more cozy, so more of the houses will be made more secure. More of the road will be fixed up, so there won't be so much big potholes. Adding probably more lights. Probably put ground lights around the bottom of the vertibird pads.
That's how your building brings.
What was that, sorry?
I said I love how your building brain works.
Hmm. Possibly
You think of
put
things that I would never think of.
possibly put in, if I can fit it somewhere, another gun range. Like I still have room over here for plots. So I've still got room here for a couple of 2x2s, a 3x3, a couple of 2x2s or a 3x3, and then 1x1s. If I needed to. Just next to the entrance. So I could put different things here. Oh, here's something I sneakily did. Alright. So see how it's guard post on this side? But it's not a guard post on this side? I put the Brotherhood of Steel divider in front of it. So it has the Brotherhood logo, but it's still very much a working guard post. So when you look at it from out here, like, oh, that's Brotherhood of Steel, that's cool. But then you look at it and go, well, the Brotherhood of Steel one doesn't work. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, walk around.
The two in the front.
I did. I need to do it to a couple more. So those three, and then there's like another three over here that need to be done. But I did it to the front of all the houses. Yeah, see, there's still a couple lying around, but yeah, the ones on all the houses are done. Sometimes you see a little bit of clipping, but you have to go looking for it.
So that's really interesting. So you don't worry about having a bunch of vanilla guard stations in your settlement.
If I want people walking around, I need them. And I want people walking around, so I will have them, because I want this happening.
Yeah.
Right? This is a Brotherhood base, and then I want them also to walk past where you can place power armor. Because then the idea is if the place gets under attack, they'll run and they'll jump in those. This is a proper power armor. Right? Just stationed here. So obviously that doesn't export with the plan. But the idea is, as the player, you would put power armor here knowing that the settlers are going to nick it to defend the settlement. But you can just ask them to get out and then you just walk over and jump out again. Because it's a Brotherhood base. They should have access to power armor to run around and defend the place. I might even put the heavy weapon displays with heavy weapons in them. So the idea is that they'll run and grab and go off to defend the place. Yeah,
It'd be fun to just watch it get attacked.
It was interesting because they attacked and they spawned. I don't know if you can see them, but see those dead bodies over there? A whole bunch of them spawned right there, and I ran up to the top of the fence and I just nuked them with the laser rifle. And the other ones came in close, and the rest of the garrison just charged out the door and murdered them. Because it's unfortunate, but they will not use any of this Brotherhood stuff because it's not mav'd. It's player use only. So the whole wall is for you to run around on and defend the settlement, not for the NPCs. They won't go up there. But yeah, that's.
Oh, did you put that on the list of stuff that needs to be nabbed?
Ah, it's been on my list since 2001. I wanted that. Yeah, I've let him know. It's tricky because I would love them to be snap as well. So these aren't this tall. So what I had to do is that. So there's a little piece, and then I grabbed another one called a Brotherhood of Steel support tall, and I made it. I think I made it like 300 times bigger. 210 times bigger. So it actually goes into the ground. And the idea is that I then placed all those while walking around at a certain height, so they're all at the right height, and then I placed two of these and then upscaled them. Place one of these, upscale it, so that wall is not moving. It is thoroughly cemented in. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. I think level 1's pretty much done. Get exported, then I'll start on level 2, which will be fixing up the walls so they look more so it looks more and more that it's been here for a while. I'll probably try and string some more lights around. Add some more bits and pieces to these stacks of. So these grow as the levels up, so more and more stuff gets stacked around the place. So, not behind here, but yeah, see behind here there's little stacks of goodies hiding. Silly people. Yeah, see there's more of it here. Yeah, more supplies just kind of hidden around. And these machines will move around levels and have different stack points. And I kind of twist the vertibirds around, so at level 0, they're facing completely different. level to what they are at level 1, and then at level 2 I'll do the same thing. You know, little things like that, so people go, wait, was that always facing that way? Or, like, the trucks, they'll get more and more damaged, and be like, kit bash repaired. They'll have stuff inside them.
You gonna light up the vertibirds in level 2?
As in put stuff inside them, or just give them lights.
Those would be good.
Because you can get inside them. It's just very tricky.
Yeah, I have one in my castle build, and I went in and edited a couple of things, or added a couple of things so you could like go chill in there if you wanted to.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
put a staircase so you could actually get
So you don't have to do that double jump you just saw me do.
Yeah.
Jump. No.
And I put a seat right in the back, not in the front.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I've given them like little. Can get fuel it up. One plot that I always have whenever I have vertibirds is the oil plot. Gonna get my oil pump. But yeah,
What plot is that?
this one.
Wait, I'm not there yet. The oil pump plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Ah, congrats.
Mhm.
I'm gonna remember that one. That's cool.
You can also build the jack itself from the engineering part inside the WRK. So inside the WRK, underneath that, then decorations, then workshop. No, it's not in there. Industrial, miscellaneous. Here it is. This is also where you get a couple other miscellaneous things, like this claw, which will continuously pick up things and drop them from one of the plots that King Gath made. But yeah, you got this pump. See?
Okay.
And it's animated as well.
Oh, really?
So you can build the pump itself animated wherever you want. You don't have to have the whole plot. You could have a whole string of them pumping away. Yeah, a cool thing to remember is what this person's wearing is what they automatically get the moment they're assigned to this plot. They get that clothing. Alright, I have got to go walk my dog. So I'll be back a bit later, but thanks for helping me out with that undercover. And here's my settlement, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.
You're welcome. And yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, have you seen what Niku's made? Oh my god. He's like making a whole night city. It's crazy.
It is.
I love it.
It's really.
I was hoping someone would go, how many plots can I fit in here? Right? By making it look as messy as possible, and I'm like, oh yeah. If anybody can pull it off, it's him.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. I better go because I'm getting the look from my dog. Alright, bye.